But first, we're kicking things off here in the Price Chopper Kitchen with a man who is a true pro at creating an Italian holiday KC style, none other than Kansas City icon, chef, and restaurateur Jasper Mirabile. Today, you are going to show us 3 recipes that you have invented and developed.
Yes.
We're starting with something called Jasper's Italian Sausage Holiday Bread.
So this is really a take on the old school pizza rolls.
Okay.
And it's so simple, and that's why I like to do it during the holiday. Everybody's on the go. Someone always has something to do, but you always have to bring something to a party. 3 ingredients, well 4 if you want to count the egg wash.
Okay.
You can buy the pizza dough. There's nothing the matter with that.
Okay, what's your cheat? Because you do have a cheat that you do if you don't want to hand make certain things.
Buy your pizza dough. You could buy the rolls. You could buy a hot roll mix.
That's it?
And you can make it, it takes what, 5 minutes?
So if Jasper does it, it's safe to
come
say
on,
we
no
get
one's
the
good
green
enough.
light to do it.
But we make our own dough at the restaurant. Look at this dough. So it's just absolutely beautiful. I'll put it up against any other dough, and if you put them side by side, one you buy, they're pretty close.
Okay.
I don't think anybody's gonna know once you bake it and put this delicious
they
sausage
just care
inside.
if you're showing up with a platter of something.
Exactly.
So you got your dough.
We have our dough. So how simple is this? You want to roll the dough out. Do it by hand. Now I'm not talking about we don't need the fancy, flip it in the air.
Right?
Yeah,
like
exactly.
You're twirling it around. You don't do that.
No, not at all. And we don't want it really paper thin, but you want it thin enough where you can roll it out, put it in your pan. I have a little oil in the pan already. Kind of spread it out a little bit, and just work the dough until you think you want. How long do you want your pizza bread? So that's about right. And then you can make it bigger like this right here. You keep working it. And that's it,
so
okay?
It's what, like an inch?
It's about an inch thick. I like mine a
Okay.
little thicker because it is going to fall down. Because you're going to put everything inside of this.
Okay.
So what happens, it kind of flattens your dough. Now, I like to start with cheese because, first of all, when you roll something, the cheese is going to melt into your mix.
Do you use regular mozzarella?
So this
Do you
is
get
a
the kind
blend.
in those balls?
Yeah, I make the fresh mozzarella.
Okay.
That's my big thing. So
But like regular people could use any mozzarella?
You can use anything. You can use shredded cheese. Use a Monterey if you like to. Monterey Jack. Provolone. Smoked mozzarella. It's up to you. A little bit of Romano. It doesn't really matter. No seasoning because your sausage is heavily seasoned.
Got it.
So we'll put a little Italian sausage. We just sprinkle this right on top. Now look, you can tell the seasoning. I have red pepper and I have fennel seed in mine.
Do you have a favorite store-bought sausage that you go to, or do you just make all your own stuff?
So my own, of course. But, there's such great sausages in Kansas City. There's Shemaikas, there's Mendoyas, and there's Bagullas. They're all local Kansas City, and people around the country all want Kansas City sausage. I didn't know if you knew that.
No.
Because our sausage in Kansas City is not like breakfast sausage. If you go on the East Coast or West Coast, the sausage tastes like breakfast sausage.
Right.
In Kansas City, we put a lot of seasoning in it. Whenever I go to New Orleans or see my friends in New York or somewhere, bring me 10 pounds of sausage.
They want you to bring
Oh,
sausage?
yeah, they love our sausage. And we make
what
our own also.
What do you tell TSA agents?
Oh, I just
Like,
freeze
sorry,
it
I've
real. No, I
got a
freeze
bunch
it
of
real well and I put it in the regular case.
Yeah,
I never carry it
check
on.
it.
I'm not going to take a chance. No way in the world.
So they'd have to confiscate it and then eat it.
Yeah, you imagine that.
So how did you come up with this recipe?
So my friend Anthony Mendoya, his wife used to make something very similar to this. Now, this is very versatile. You may want to put tomato sauce on this. You may want to put a little olive oil and butter and garlic on this. So you can be creative. This is just a base. I like this one. It's a little drier. It's great for appetizers. And how simple. These 3 ingredients, you roll it like a jelly roll. And keep pulling it back. You see what I'm doing? You keep pulling it back. Now, some's going to fall out, and that's okay, because if you have cheese on the outside, it's even better.
That looks good.
Yeah,
it gives
look
it
at
that
that.
gooey.
And you just keep pulling it.
So it doesn't have to be perfectly rolled.
No,
you
look
want
at
it
that.
To look like
You
a
fold it
homestyle.
over. Your oil's on the sheet already. That's it.
That's it.
Get a little egg wash or olive oil or butter. I like egg wash because I get that golden color on mine. Butter will do
So
the
is
same.
this purely for aesthetics, or does this give it an extra taste?
It gives a little crust. It gives a little flavor on the outside. And another secret, and I didn't do it today, but a lot of times I'll do it. If I have a little Romano right by me, sometimes it's dangerous being in my own kitchen at the restaurant because I'll have too many ingredients by me. So I'll grab a handful of Romano and sprinkle it right on top.
Ooh.
Bake, and it gives a nice
give it a
little
new
crusty
flavor.
flavor. Yeah. You bake it in the oven, 375 to 4 1/4. 15 minutes, you have a perfect appetizer. You slice it, and then you bring it to your friends, and there it is.
Look how pretty
You
that
can
is.
give them away as gifts too. You wrap it in foil, and that's it.
Do you
that's
serve
so
this
simple.
at your restaurant?
No, I don't serve it. We make it once in a while. I'll make it
Yeah.
for special events. I have a supper club every month I do. So I'll
gotta
always
be
serve it
good.
at the supper club, but always a different flavor. Maybe you want spinach. It's similar to a scotcha. A lot of Sicilians call it scotcha. And you can use spinach, you can use eggplants, you can use eggplant and tomato sauce. Broccoli and cheese is very good in there.
So you can do all different kinds
Oh
of
yeah, I just chose
combinations.
sausage for this one. I like a sausage in mine.
Now, you're a third-generation Kansas Cityan?
Yes, yes.
So tell us about your grandparents. They came over.
So my grandfather came over from Sicily. Actually, he went from Sicily to Casablanca, and then from Casablanca to Cuba, and then through Louisiana. My
my
mother's parents came in through Ellis Island. They came in, the regular way like everybody else.
When you're dreaming up recipes, do you feel like you're channeling your Italian grandparents?
Oh, all the time. And and sometimes I even put it too much in my cookbook and my recipes. I'll always put down, Nana's sausage, or Mama's cookies or Papa's this, because that's where we got our recipes. That's the heritage. That's how it all came about. I mean, if it wasn't for them, we wouldn't be here today with Jasper's.
We're so glad you're here today.
Oh, thank you.
Speaking of Jasper's, because we're going to keep you around because you have two other really cool recipes to show us. Again, these are Jasper Mirabile original dishes that you can't get anywhere except from Jasper right now.
In a second.
So we'll get to you in a second. Thank you. The Italian
you.
sausage cheese bread.